Hello there, Taylor with the Armageddon Report. So this is going to be a special Sunday-only edition of the Armageddon Report. So here is the current status on Sandy. The current path still definitely looking to make a direct impact to land. And if you've missed it, the NHC, the National Hurricane Center, is going to hand off the ball to the Hydrometeorological Prediction Center, the HPC, because at the point that Sandy makes landfall, or so the forecast goes, Sandy will become post-tropical and turn into like this wintertime low storm system. So there are no hurricane warnings in effect for anybody, north of like North Carolina. In fact, if you scroll down, there are very few hurricane local statements for this storm, because all the rest of the things up here are being covered by high wind warnings, coastal flooding advisories, instead of being handled by the NHC, as it normally would, because it's technically going to be a post-tropical system at that point. So if you go to the Sandy page, I've added some stuff. I've added this big blob of text to explain this whole thing, because, to be quite frank, as of now, Cyclocane is not ready for the transition. I am not passing HPC data at all on this stuff. But I hope to have that going by the time that the NHC would be making the handoff, so that, you know, Cyclocane can continue covering the storm. So here's look at that. That thing is massive. Here is the current satellite loop on that. Here is the radar, so bands of Sandy starting to show up. And here are the advisories in effect. So if you click on this, it'll take you to the Hurricane Watch page. And then if you click on it again, however, I'll tell you, I am going to see if I can start passing these individual text warnings. So if you click on this, for instance, it will take you to the Eastern Region headquarters of the NWS, where it does break it down into a map legend. You get to find out that, like, all of this color is high wind warning. The problem is, for a lot of these areas, there could be several things in effect, but this map only is capable of showing you one color. So what you do then is, like, you'd pick your region, you'd click wherever you are approximately on the map. It'll take you to your closest NWS office, which in this case happens to be Albany. So then you get to see all of these things that are in effect, and then you can further click on something just randomly, and it will show you a big wall of text, or should. Oh, of course, now it's not going to do that. It's going to take you to your forecast here. Some of the pages, I swear, if you click on that, it will give you text. Maybe I'm thinking of this, though. But anyway, yes. So this is what's happening. Instead of how the NHC would normally be covering it all the way into land until, you know, like Isaac, this happened where it had already made landfall quite some time ago, and then it turned into a post-tropical system. So then the HPC took over. But so it's caused a lot of confusion, because instead of what the public would expect is hurricane warnings, instead it's high wind warnings. And of course, what exactly is a high wind warning? Who knows? Is that as strong as a hurricane warning? Is it as strong as a tropical storm warning? Who knows? I mean, technically, if you go look it up, you'll find out. But yes, so keep an eye on this page. And yeah, so I am rushing to try to figure out all the data that I can assemble so that the Cyclocane coverage doesn't just dramatically end at the point that the NHC stops covering as well. So here is the national map. Yes. So here's all of these, apparently because these are sea related, and Sandy would still be technically a tropical cyclone at that point. Those places do get to have hurricane warnings and such. But so this is going to be a major event, multi-state. Canada is even. I'm going to see if I can pass the Canadian Meteorological Center. I think that's what they call their thing. I'm going to see if I can get that going. There's just so much to try to gather. So yes, you should absolutely be taking this stuff more seriously. Yeah, in fact, I don't know. Yes, Philadelphia, is this? I'm wondering if this is the one. There's one of them where in a briefing, I don't know what that says. It's produced an error. Right, there we go. Very dangerous Hurricane Sandy. So I think this might have been the one that said, please leave, please evacuate. And if it ends up being, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find it, but I think it was in this thing. Right. And it said, personal plea. There you go. If you are being asked to evacuate a coastal location by state and local officials, please do so. In fact, it says, what is it? If you're still reluctant, and somewhere in here it says contact. There you go. If you think the storm is overhyped and exaggerated, please err on the side of caution. You can call me up on Friday. Contact information is at the end of this briefing. And yell at me all you want. So that is apparently, Gary Zutkowski, I'm gonna go with, from the Philadelphia office, is making that personal plea. So, just that to give you one perspective from someone at an NWS office, they would rather you evacuate and be fuming mad that nothing super serious happened, because you'll be alive to be able to make that angry phone call. So yes, SevereWeatherTV.com is the official homepage of this screencast, and Cyclocane is CYCLOCANE.com. I'm going to be working my backside off tonight to try to see how much data I can get into the site. It's all about the data. And yeah, because, I don't know. Yeah, that's the end of this, so stay safe out there if you're evacuating. Good luck with that, hopefully nothing too... hopefully it, just dissipates out at sea and nothing ever comes of it, but, that's probably not going to happen. So that's it for today. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, I guess.